Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil Requiem, where today we are going to continue working our way through Raccoon City in Insanity Mode, which is a challenge, which is why we're starting on the challenges screen. In addition to the fact that the title screen shows spoilers, and I just want to make absolutely sure, even though it's been weeks since the game came out, people are aware that there will be spoilers. So, here we go. Right, I have not gotten to Raccoon City yet. Wait, no, yes I have. Why is my autosave back there when my manual save is up here? Oh, my autosave's back there because I went and replayed some so that I could get the last Mr. Raccoon. That's right. I get it now. And yep, photo mode exists now. And just gonna make sure that my graphics are the way that I want them. Yep, we are tracing some paths with no frame gen in DLSS quality. And I have gotten one of the thingies, and I have the key to go towards the next. And my ammo situation is not amazing. Trading one machine gun bullet for a hand grenade is a pretty good trade, all things considered. As is trading one machine gun bullet for 2 Requiem bullets. I guess we're about to get the stealth kill tutorial zombie. So very dark in here. Actually, you know what? Perhaps it is too dark. Especially because I'm playing this in broad daylight. And yet, it's already with max brightness at the maximum and min brightness at the minimum. We could up this. We'll see how that works for us. Though it'll probably end up with things getting a bit washed out when we get into the light. They're new.
Eat this.
So, Insanity Mode continues adding new friends. I feel like that guy took a few too many bullets to finish bringing down after having been hit with a grenade earlier. So yeah, Insanity clearly does not like giving us free access to quick kills. Alright, we need Sir to turn around. Something tells me some of the corpses that I spotted in the water during my first run will now no longer be content staying in the water. Hey there, Califor. Didn't I? Yes, I did find a corpse in the water here that was not immediately up. Interesting. This guy doesn't have a friend in there with him. And the guy on the floor also died. Oh, you're gonna blister up now, are you? So I think, yeah, he doesn't know we're here. Don't know where he's going. But he ain't coming for me. Oh. He is patrolling. But if he doesn't spot me before I get him, then it doesn't matter that he blistered. Yeah, that guy did not blister on normal mode. We know that this fella here cannot be stealth killed because he's got buddies in there who are going to come defend him if we try and get his back. And so... Oh. Well, that may or may not be a problem. Where is he? He's approaching, by the sound of things. Wish I could see him approaching. Oh, there he is. Okay. Looks like he is just patrolling back and forth over there. And he is gone. And apparently his buddies come to defend him even after he's already blistered. And I was caught on a corner and therefore couldn't get out of the way of that, but thankfully, we do have the ability to just harry it. And hey, I got 3 rifle ammo for that. Total expenditure for those 3 zombies, 1 rifle bullet. Oh, sorry. I expended... Or actually, no, that was a gain of 1 rifle bullet. So now my total expenditure for those 3 zombies was -4 rifle bullets. And that guy we can maybe... stealth? Oh, there's a thingy. Have I ever opened that before? I don't feel like I have. Large gunpowder, a tracking module, and some steel boys. Not bad. Okay, these guys, if we approach from this side, will see us. We could go all the way around to the other side. And that would save us ammo. But... sometimes you don't need to save him. Hello, sir. Where did you come from? Okay, music is done. If the music is done, then the enemies that know I'm here are done. My health ain't doing so hot. Where'd the spear guy's corpse go? Yeah, I would have not wanted to miss those. I still hear another awake zombie, who I would very much like to stop from being awake. He sounds close. There he is. And now he doesn't sound at all. And if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the last zombie on the lower level here. Yep, we have made it all the way around. So unless someone pops out of the water, which is entirely possible, let's be fair, I think we're good to move on. We have been very positive, ammo positive for this exchange. So at least there's that. And we continue to not get a free gal in subsequent runs. Where are they? Missed. And now he is done. So is my axe, so that needs fixing. And Fuse 1 successfully obtained. Only took one hit in the process. And we are soon going to be exposed to natural light again. Won't that be weird? Shame we can't see any of the zombies that are gonna get up from here and get rid of them early. Because everyone's underground or otherwise blocked by an obstacle. Alright, fellas, come on out. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Get out of here. Okay, he's still got his head, he's still got his head, he's still got his head. They've all still got their heads. That is not ideal. So apparently what speedrunners do here is they just crank this thing all the way, take the bite, and that way they don't have to worry about these things. Oh, I was too close to that. Good to know. That's him down. Oh, I tried to parry that, but either I mistimed it or that is not parryable. Yeah, we load autosave. There we go. Okay. Time to try that again. And this time I can make my rifle shots count more in the beginning, and I can do other things as well. Really wish these heads would pop. Wow. That thing goes a lot of ways for even just a little investment. Okay, that was close enough to all of them. And that time, I did not get myself exploded. So we're already doing better. Two down. Not necessarily who I wanted to throw that at, but whatever, it works. Also not who I wanted to throw that at. But it did get rid of a blister. And now he will not blister up. Picked that up just in time. Let's go grab some distance. Cool. Love missing. Okay, blister down. Sir. And now you will not blister. Not necessarily who I wanted to throw that at, but at least it saves us another potential blister. Let's go up top here where we know there's another one of those. And this should allow us to get rid of the Blisterborn without too much more trouble. Where is it? I mean, yeah, you're noisy, but unless you being noisy accomplishes something, I don't know that I have to care. And that's the Blisterborn done. No additional blister heads. Now to clean this place out for everything it's worth. Made it through that, taking only a single bite. That was not the worst performance I've ever had. Though I suppose that's obvious, considering I died on my very last attempt. Come on, Leon, jump through the window for old time's sake. Leon, up the ladder. There you go. And sunlight. Just gonna wait a sec for the YouTube preview to catch up so I can make sure that this isn't super washed out on stream. Because I have raised the brightness. And it is certainly brighter than I would like it to be. So we are going to change that back. Because we're not in such a dark place anymore. Admittedly, it's not a huge change to begin with. But it is a change. And time to watch Zalbert Desker get rid of these guys again. Leon, it's a horizontal video. Hold your phone horizontally.
Encountered 3 infected and eliminated them. That's correct, sir. Do we proceed?
So the rumors were true? What rumors? The missile wasn't just about stopping the spread. Don't be ridiculous.
Affirmative. Listen up. Our objective hasn't changed. We rendezvous with the advanced party in the center of Raccoon City, then head for Ark. Our mission is to retrieve Elpis. Move out! Man down! Jesus, fuck! Where is he? I'm fucking blind here! Oh, God! Oh, my fucking legs! Get covered! Get covered!
Like, considering that this weapon obliterates entire torsos.
Holy shit!
Like, why would he even aim for headshots to begin with?
I thought I had a short fuse.
What are we doing here?
All in good time. You'll see.
Yeah, armored torsos indeed. Like, with a weapon that powerful, you don't aim for headshots, you just go center mass 100% of the time. Like, seriously, if one shot can do that, you aim center mass. Never ever go for a headshot when center mass can accomplish all that and more. I'll take a med injector.
Send some footage your way, Sherry.
What the hell?
The guy at the end. White suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on. The database is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved with Elpist.
Way to interrupt yourself, Leon. Hello, beautiful, etc.
Beautiful. Just need to get through that gate.
And we have got a lot of points to spend. Let's spend some. Wait, how are we doing? Every weapon we have is full, so we're not going to increase their capacities. And I can get level 3 body armor, but boy is it expensive. But I can get it. Let's get it. What charm do I have on what weapon? Got connoisseur on this. Got glasses on that. Got teddy bear on that. So I can give this the stars emblem, but that seems counterproductive on the gal. I guess the RPD charm is better than nothing. Yeah, Cal4, the summer update definitely looks interesting for Stories 3. Like, more challenging stuff is neat. Though, didn't it say that there would be a new place to explore or something? I don't really recall. We actually can't afford that much more in the way of upgrades. Maybe I should hang on to my cash. I'll get better rate of fire for this. Alrighty. Back at it. Oh. There's a spearman just wandering around over here. Is he turning around? He sure is. Okay, so he just patrols. Oh, and there's a not-so-spearman. Well, spearman's down and is never blistering. His weapon could end up useful to us later. When the two blisters who just spawn out of nowhere show up here. So before we go and get the fuel... Actually, wait, there was a truck that I didn't open up. The spearman distracted me. Before we go and get the fuel, we should go visit the container that had the rifle in it originally. Okay, we didn't open this truck up, but we gained nothing by doing so. And an empty trunk. Feeling like these Raccoon City residents were not thinking about who would come after leaving their trucks and trunks empty like this. Don't mind me, sir. Leon, I really think the punch is unnecessary. They're zombies. They don't feel pain. As far as we're aware. We do know that they sometimes stumble and stagger, but I feel like that's more just an effect of momentum. Of getting knocked off balance because of a thing hitting them. Rather than it being a pain response. I feel like that's a safe assumption. At least this guy left something in his trunk. And now to open this up, free some guys, and then give them a nice present. Sir! Okay, so they didn't make that quite so free as it is in standard. Okay, he's down. And he is down. And we got most of our machine gun ammo back. Leon. I mean, at least one of them got fully exploded. Oh, we got more than all of our machine gun ammo back. Well, in that case, I have no cause for complaint. And now let's get ourselves some fuel, shall we? It is required, after all. Oh, hang on, let's get an herb first. Because that is another full heal just waiting to be crafted. And we can definitely use some steel boys. There is no situation in which steel boys are bad. There's just situations where they're not the best. Wait. How could I possibly forget that? There should be someone ambling about the gas station. Where are they? I mean, arguably it's for the better that I don't spot them now, so that I can axe them instead of rifle. I just don't like knowing that there is definitely someone here, but not knowing specifically where here. I don't want to be ambushed. I want to be in control. There you are. Is he going to stay facing that way, or is he going to turn around in like 2 seconds? He is going to stay facing that way. Okay, not seeing anyone else. So let's go up to the roof, because that becomes inaccessible later. And if we drop down here, we drop right onto a zombie. So we're not going to drop down here. I was really hoping that it would let me just do a quick finish. But it was too much to hope. Canceled that reload because I want to actually get this thing empty before we get back to the shop box. Okay, time to grab the gas can and create problems. But first, more steel boys. Okay. Time to use some steel boys.
Gotta fill this up.
Mr. Chainsaw, if you would be so kind.
Let me guess. You must be the town lumberjack.
Really? 3 hits? Which means that the next person I hit with this will likely keep it for a bit. Apparently in the speedrun, they just straight up don't use the chainsaw in this section. And, you know, I'm starting to see why. They actually just leave it inside, making all the zombies have to eat fire in order to get to it. And, like, zombies do love going for chainsaws. Buddy, get off of me. Stop pushing me into the fire. Well, I'm glad he wasn't going for me. Yeah, the chainsaw can save you ammo here, but it does not save you so much in the way of health. Also, I shouldn't have reloaded that. Because it was basically empty. That would have been a perfect opportunity to buy the capacity increase and thus get a bunch of free shotgun ammo. So,
All right.
something I would like to point out. The fuel came from this tank. We, you know, opened this valve so that we could then open that valve to get fuel. There's a little meter right there that started at 1/2, which meant this tank was half full. And we just emptied it into our gas can. Our gas can contains half of this. And it fits into one inventory slot. And no wonder Leon is willing to pour so much into every single generator. Even though he only needs it to power on long enough to press one button. Yeah, Cal4, that is a lot of money in one inventory slot, especially these days. And that's those two taken care of. We like rifle ammo, we like steel boys, we like mixed herbs, we like scrap. And that G plus G mixed herb was perfect because we had a single green herb on us. I'm honestly half surprised no zombies ever come out of these. No blister there. Not quite as certain about that one. Dude was in a box. Hey fellas, enjoy your present. You get out of here. And Sir lived. But receives bonk and stops living, and then my game crashes. Okay, so that is a bit of an issue. I am going to see what caused that. Because I do have one potential idea, and I really hope it's not that, because then it'll be difficult to get things back up and running. But let's look at the event viewer, see if that gives us any information whatsoever. Because we didn't get a crash report or anything, just application error. Oh. I wish I understood what any of these were, but it's not. It's not the NVIDIA driver. Oh, and that's not even from right now. That's from over an hour ago. Where is right now? Okay, we actually don't have anything in the event viewer for this crash right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, the last time I was playing this game on stream, I was running with XMP disabled because I had some concerns that it was causing issues with crashing and some other stuff. Why are you trying to compile shaders? You have already compiled these shaders. Yeah, that's right. And I have since re-enabled XMP, and things have been going fine with the exception of Monster Hunter Stories, but that wasn't the RAM's fault. I think I'm going to have to do a mem test with XMP enabled. Okay, well, at least we didn't lose too much time. I mean, we gotta deal with these 2 blisters over here. I gotta open this truck up again. And then, what, we gotta shoot like 3 zombies? That ain't so bad. I mean, I also gotta explode a bunch, but exploding zombies is not hard at all. Don't even have to use that weapon. Though to be fair, it does look like blister heads should be blind. Considering their eyes are completely blistered over. No, don't reload it. Dang it. Force of habit. About to go into combat. Hey, better reload my shotgun. Even though I want it empty. And that guy's head has once again stopped existing. And so has hers. Alright, folks, come on out. Get rid of him again. Give Mr. Shovel another bonk, or, I guess just a threatening swing in his direction. It's the first time I've ever had Leon miss with a melee strike using a found weapon. And down we go. And if memory serves, this leads potentially to goodies. Yep, that's goodies. Making sure there's nothing over here. Okay, we know there's at least one zombie up. There he is. Oh, he's got a friend. But also, he's not very observant. These traced paths make it very hard to see enemies that you are trying to block line of sight to or from while in a dark area, because turns out if you want to be able to see them, you need to be looking at them. If you're looking at them, your flashlight's pointed at them. But if you're trying to keep something between you and them, then that thing that is between you and them will always be casting a shadow specifically on them. Who knew that traced paths could result in a change in difficulty actually seeing things in combat situations? Or I guess in stealth situations. This wasn't so much combat. Probably should have hatcheted more of those, but whatever. Okay, we got Sir over there. And now we don't. I still feel like the punch is unnecessarily on. Like, the punch is all well and good if you're fighting something that has a pain response. But when you're fighting a zombie, it's just unnecessary roughness. Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. And we want to go north. This man has no head. Nor does that man. That man is going to get up, and that man is a trap. Tanked a sniper shot to the face. Sir, you're not hiding that from anyone. Come on, Leon, actually hit him. There you go. Guard, I continue to be enjoying Insanity Mode. It's added just enough zombies in just enough places that it still keeps me guessing sometimes. And that's fun. What, are there not going to be new zombies here? Okay, yeah, there are. Ooh, I would like to get the spearman with this. Excellent. Of course. I feel like there should be stuff out here, considering there's all these fancy crates, but they don't have any yellow bits on them, so clearly they can't contain anything. Find it interesting that there's more zombies here when you first arrive on Insanity than there are on the revisit to this area. Anyway, time to spend all of this. Get some repairs for our body armor. And our Classic 70 is empty. So let's give it more... Oh, we can't upgrade its capacity. Only its reload speed. Well, in that case, we can just reload that thing freely. And we can also start reloading this thing freely because it is now fully upgraded in terms of capacity. I might as well max out its power, huh? And the gal is currently empty or just about, so let's fix that. There we go. And do I want to increase this thing's power, or do I want to increase my tack's power? Probably the tack, if we're being honest. The tack is too good. Also, it's a cheaper upgrade. You know what? We can stand to have more stability on our sniper. Even if it does mean it's no longer wood. I haven't really had too much issue with the tax stability, so we're going to continue not upgrading that for now. This is the first time I've let that conversation play all the way out. Previously, I've always interacted with this before Leon said Sherry, and it just cuts off the conversation. Let's go drop a hard save. Just for safety's sake. Alright, well, we have done everything over here, so yeah, it's time for the Cedarbrook Apartments. Oh boy. Won't that be a hoot. Dealing with the mortars on Insanity. We are practically swimming in Requiem ammo. By which I mean we've got more than one full, cylinder's worth. Which, to be fair, when it comes to Requiem ammo, that is a lot. Okay, that's just the shortcut. But opening it up did give us an autosave. I like that. Okay. Dude doesn't come out with his little grenade until after we get the crank. Was really hoping that one of these would be enough to get that guy's helmet off him. But alas. There. Yeah, I was really hoping the helmets would be just, oh, shoot it once with anything and the helmet comes off, but clearly the helmets have a set durability. And they do not come off until you have exceeded that threshold. Hang on a sec. Can we... Yeah, if we were down there, we would have been able to see and shoot the thing early. And you know what? There's nothing stopping me from doing it right now. Oh, actually, yes, there is something stopping me. I can't aim high enough. So while I could see it, I could not shoot it. Because Leon's got back problems.
One of the parts should be just up here.
But first, some loot should be just in here. Let's keep this guy from being able to grab that so that we can be sure to use it ourselves. I don't like when zombies take 2 shots to the dome with this weapon. This thing's already been maxed out capacity-wise. Where's your buddy? Tell him to hurry up. Present for you. Why is your buddy lagging behind? At least it didn't take more than 1 shot, but... There is a world where that would have only required the canister and not any additional firing. And we don't want to shoot this guy until he launches his first mortar. Because that way he got rid of the zombie here for us. And then we can head in here where we're nice and safe. Grab this, because we love a free med injector. And then, can we see anyone from here? No. No, we cannot. Well then, we'll go this way, get them to show up, and then get moving. Ooh. Dude's a runner. Little bit close range for the scope, but dang it. Where are you, bud? That guy took way too many shotgun shots. Right? Forgot to deal with him early. There. That's another mortar disabled. Sir? There's still a guy moving down there. There we go. Might as well break the thing there. Very kind of them to just give us infinite ammo here. You would think that these mortars would eventually run out, but no. Wasn't this guy on the other side of the fence? Everyone loves getting 2 Requiem bullets for just breaking some rubble. Making sure there's no other goodies to grab. And then we hop down and oh no, there are zombies. So we turn right back around. Dude just sat there and waited for the thing to hit. I guess he wanted me to get 4 in 1 instead of a paltry 1 in 1. Man, Grace would love it here. All this blood. For free. Need to not forget that there is a box here. Will it have anything useful? Nope. Quite possibly the least useful thing it could have been. Because I do not have a handgun to put that ammo into.
Sherry, got the signal receiver.
Okay, 1 component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance.
things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
Look at that. I got 4 full heals. That is not a bad situation to be in. Let's go use the crank for the last time. It's a shame the RE2 Sounds DLC only works for menu sounds. If it worked for the crank and made this go screamy, I would have been so happy. Oh boy, more ammo I can't use. Should fill this, considering I have no reason not to keep it filled. What with being unable to further upgrade its capacity. Sir, you're not fooling anyone. Surely he has at least one friend. Okay, he was done. He just had to finish crawling. Yeah, guard, an RE5 remake is kind of necessary at this point, but it's looking like it's gonna be a bit before we get one. If rumors are to be believed, then we're basically gonna be getting remakes of Resident Evil 0. We're gonna get a Resident Evil 1 remake, and we're gonna get Code Veronica remake as our next handful of remakes. Sir, did you have any friends or were you all alone? Music suggests he was all alone. So it's just a guy following us with a grenade? Since when? Repair the body armor. This is already as upgraded as it can be, except for stability, which I haven't found super lacking. The gal, we can up its capacity to get some free ammo. I mean, I guess it's not free. We paid for the upgrade. And maybe if we max out this thing's firepower, it'll start taking out everyone with one shot, instead of sometimes leaving floor zombies alive after a shot to the dome. And let's drop a hard save. And then let's get going to the collapsed tower. Which, if we're being real, I think is my least favorite Leon section of this game. Like, I don't hate it or anything, but Leon isn't about that sort of cautious play that the collapse tower requires. I need to sell my handgun ammo at some point. Oh, I don't have any more large gunpowder. I can make machine gun ammo, but I don't think I need to. I don't use that thing that often.
All right, I can use that.
Hey there, Outlander. Is Sir definitely going to stand up here in Insanity? No. No, he is not. Yeah, Outlander, I don't think you're going to witness any intense suffering. I enjoy Resident Evil games too much to suffer in them, mostly. There are some exceptions. I can't think of many off the top of my head, but I don't tend to suffer in these games. That is some strong glass. Making sure there's no loot over here. Right, there was a Mr. Raccoon in here. Ah, but there's also some large gunpowder. That is a good find. Because that is more steel boys. Outlander, Resident Evil 6 had a few missions. Like, Resident Evil 6 in general is one of the Resident Evil games where I do in fact suffer some. But for the most part, I enjoy Resident Evil games too much to suffer in them. There were also some Resident Evil 5 moments where the AI for our computer-controlled companion caused a little bit of suffering. As did the inventory management when playing that game solo. I mean, in terms of spicy things that potentially cause some deaths, we are coming up on the part where I most expect to have a death. I've never knocked this down before shooting this before.
Oh, fuck.
And here it is. Glass floor, guys with guns. I expect to eat a death here. Sir. That guy's got a strong leg. Anyway, I did in fact eat a death there, but not because of an enemy. I really expected, though, that after pumping so much into his leg, he'd at least flinch, but no. Dude's just got a knee of steel. Dude almost snuck up on me. Okay. So there is still the possibility of loot further this way. There is no loot further this way. Okay, so we know a guy's gonna come from up there with a gun. Ow. Thankfully, Leon's body armor also defends him from shots to the freaking face. Thanks for the handgun ammo, game. I continue to not have one of those.
Okay, let's find those detonator parts. Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get through that gate.
Yeah, just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
And what can I get with my funds? Well, I can upgrade the Requiem's firepower. Which looks like hardly an upgrade at all, but hardly an upgrade at all is still an upgrade. And if I sell my handgun ammo, which I literally have no means of firing, then I can afford a second upgrade. Yes, Outlander upgrades is upgrades. Hey, Leon, maybe climb the ladder. Interesting. So there's typically a zombie, like right there. But I guess he doesn't show up until we go to the next roof. Yep, there he is. And there he isn't. Hey, that guy might blister up. Gotta break out the good old 1x zoom.
That'll get me down.
And that guy we can get with our hatchet. No need to waste a bullet on him. And sounds like we have, in fact, got a blister. So this guy wandering around with a weapon is who I would most like to get a stealth kill on right now. I mean, the blister would have also been a great option for a stealth kill. And maybe this can get us a bunch? Okay, would have been nice if it also got Mr. Spearman. Mr. Spearman, who just tanked 3 shotgun shots to the face. Yeah, that wasn't gonna hit. Well, goodbye, sir. Not even dead. Excuse me, you're supposed to stay down longer? Yeah, Outlander, the spear guys are tanky even on normal mode, but like... Even on Insanity, I have seen them take fewer than 3 shotgun shots to the face to bring down before. That one was just exceptionally tanky. And apparently my, swing of this guy's improvised weapon knocked 3 zombies over the edge, which... Nice. No reason to let him throw that. Oh, hello, ma'am. She didn't even die. She did now. Oomst. Yoomst. Alright, come on out, you two. Please, come to my parlor. I'll take the blister first, thank you. Excellent. Just traded 1 shotgun shell for 4 rifle ammo. Not a bad trade. Okay. If Mr. Blister wants to come first, he is welcome to. Are you sure you want this? Well, I hope he enjoyed it. Nice assist from the wall. So apparently... Well, it doesn't matter yet. We'll get to it.
Now for the other side.
Grab the herb. You know, it just occurred to me. And save ourselves a little bit of trouble here. a very little bit of trouble. There's a pretty funny strategy for the elevator section. That speedrunners use, and it amuses me to no end that it works. Okay, can't afford that upgrade. We could upgrade the stability, but I don't care to do that. Stability is the least important thing. The reload speed for the sniper might be worth it. Nah. Let's repair our body armor. Doesn't need much, but it does need some. And part of me wants to just get all the shotgun shells that this thing's willing to sell me. And that'll probably be fine. My inventory's kind of packed, isn't it? I can definitely fix that. Get some more steel boys. We love steel boys in this house. Other kinds of boys are fine, but steel boys are clearly the best. I have lots and lots of resources right now. Dang it. Well, that's one guy who ain't gonna blister up. To quote Leon S. Kennedy, this time you ain't getting back up. Unlike that guy. That guy is. Oh, is that guy just done? Ow. Not sure who all exploded there, but it was definitely some of them. Sir, give me the prompt. When a blister head gets on the floor, it's supposed to give me this. That dude just threw that through a wall. Okay, chainsaw fella is done. And apparently you can stop these guys from blistering with appropriate application of a melee weapon. Ma'am. There's a box down there. I need to go get that. And we need to find out if my greatest fear is going to come true, and if the guy up there will, for the third playthrough in a row, have dropped an item that is uncollectible. Yup. Come on, Leon, just reach through. Leon! Please. That's a scrap. Those are so useful. I could use one right this very moment. Every playthrough of this game, that guy has dropped something. The problem is, there is no way onto his platform, and he never comes down, as far as I'm aware. And 2 out of the 3 times it's been scrap. Anyway, later, Outlander. Thanks for dropping by.
Hopefully this thing still works.
And we're gonna go drop a hard save. We're gonna find the actual correct way to the place to do that. There we go. Also, we might as well see if we can afford any upgrades. Oh, we sure can, because I didn't spend too much last time. That is an expensive final upgrade for this. And now to implement, or at least attempt once, to implement the silly strat that speedrunners use for this section. Because apparently, if you just go into first person, hang out in this corner, and just look up like this, the enemies will not harm you. And, like, sometimes you have to move to keep yourself in the corner.
You'll have to take the next one.
But yeah, apparently you can just hang out like this. And it's fairly reliable. You take, like, maybe 1 bite during the whole ride. And it's very silly. Okay. Not ideal. That's not the right spot. I don't know what other things you have to do. Like, apparently there is something you have to do besides just hold up here. But, like, yeah, we're not really getting bit or anything. Hey, no. Yeah, you do have to try and keep yourself in the corner even if the zombies move you. And apparently you have to do something about the blister head. Well, so much for that. And there we go! We have made it through the elevator survival. We survived so good. I have to wonder who discovered that strategy and how.
Lucky day.
But yeah, that was very little ammo expenditure. Sure, we lost like one chunk of our body armor and half our health, but I have got 7 full heals on me. I think I can manage. And then the next speedrunner strat is they just, you know, go up here and leave because you don't have to fight any of the zombies down here. But I am a man who likes him some loot and points. Sirs. Nice miss. Nice failed parry. Nice coming out of the darkness. I don't like when zombies get on the floor but don't give me an execute prompt. I also don't like when they grab me from behind when they were in front of me. I mean, sure, he wasn't in front of me when the grab was initiated, but I was looking right at him. I have a few too many of these. Let's get rid of one. Really? Not a single zombie I killed there dropped anything? It was all just points. And if it's all just points, then the ammo and health expenditure, probably not worth it. But then again, I didn't get any points for the elevator section. And I saved a lot of ammo for the elevator section, so we were just making things even.
That took longer than planned. Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it. It's 15 miles to the city center on the 419.
And there we go. Final ammo upgrade for the gal. And now there is not a single weapon that I have that I need to worry about reloading. Or to be more accurate, there is not a single weapon I have that I need to avoid reloading in order to make my credits go farther. And now it's time for gun games on motorcycles. Wait a sec. Did I get everything? I used the crank everywhere it could be used. I used the key everywhere it could be used. I used the fuel everywhere it could be used. We're good.
All right. Should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon?
Just a few potholes. Stage just keeps getting better and better.
Hey, Leon, maybe reload it when I press the button. Thanks for missing, dog.
Pups could use more training.
It bugs me that you use the gal for this, but it doesn't respect your upgrades. Maybe it's not the gal. I mean, it seems like the gal.
So much for the direct route.
Well, we didn't have to heal more than once there. Could have gone worse. Could have gone way better.
I don't give up that easy.
Our body armor's toast now, which that's probably not going to be a cheap replacement now that it's completely broken.
I've had enough of you! I know the feeling!
So I have never once made it past this joust without taking any damage. I don't know if it's possible. Because I don't know if there's any way to avoid his attack. And, like, no matter how early you shoot him, the sequence doesn't end until you pass each other.
Should have worn a helmet.
So I don't know if it's even possible to completely avoid damage during that little joust.
You should be close to the coordinates.
Yeah. Looks like it. I'll take a look around then.
And yet I'm at full health now. I wasn't at full health earlier. So did they just give me a free heal? Maybe. So maybe you just take a smidgen of damage guaranteed, but it doesn't matter because, hey, free heal. That building right there is even in OG RE2. And as I've said before, it's everyone. They've all turned. I don't like that we have to take this path. I guess we don't have to. We can take this path. This is the path that we take in RE2. Dodge a couple zombies here. And reach the gate.
Can't believe it's still standing.
It's on you now.
Just out of sheer curiosity, No, never mind, I'm not going to. I was thinking, hey, maybe I'm gonna try and go to native 4K instead of DLSS quality with the path tracer on. But then I took a look over and saw that I am at 89% GPU utilization right now. And I don't exactly feel inclined to push that up any higher. Because we are not in the most GPU-intensive parts of the game, and... yeah.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah. Looks like the BSAA set up HQ here.
But it would be neat.
Not sure.
If I could do path tracing with native 4K rendering instead of DLSS quality. That would be neat. But I would certainly not be keeping 60 FPS if I did. Whereas, path tracing when DLSS quality, which is upscaling from 1440 to 4K, I can keep 60 and it still looks pretty good.
And Grace. Shit, she's in danger. Sherry found Grace.
At RPD?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's been expecting us. Got a lock on her location. Headed there now.
Copy that.
We do have enough points to spend. Though not on the thing we want. But on a thing that would be useful. Right, I need to fix my body armor. That is priority one. And that ain't even that expensive. And you know what? Let's buy the shotgun and rifle ammo. Now here's a weird fucking door.
Jesus. Rest easy, officer. And gonna get Barry's scavenger hunt clues. I was gonna watch the paper come down. Really have to wonder what had it stuck up. Because there doesn't appear to be tape on it or anything. But this is the third game in which something was hidden in Wesker's desk. And we can open this up to get a whole lot of nothing. It's pointless in subsequent playthroughs. Oh, I didn't realize we had camera control here.
Zombie trying to get into the snacks has lost a lot of weight, but then again, it has been years. Decades, even. If memory serves, this is just for the references on subsequent playthroughs. There's nothing actually in here for us to take. Because, yeah, it was a charm, and we got to keep that between playthroughs. I want to see Tofu before I leave. Tofu, buddy, where you at? Does he not show up before the Chloe section? Maybe not. I could have sworn I had him show up before then. Whatever.
Sure you have questions. The ruins. The wreck. You need to understand.
Covert military units from every country on Earth come to Raccoon City for one purpose. To find Elpis.
What is Elpis?
The power to upset the military balance of the world. The last virus, created by Spencer. Designed to control human consciousness.
It's funny because he's very wrong.
They couldn't let it be stolen. So they launched the missile strike to hide it.
To hide a virus. Why do something so extreme?
Extreme? Is it? When the president tried to investigate, they had him assassinated. And you are the key to retrieving Elpis.
Emily.
In a way. But not the girl you met. So many attempts. So many failures. Such a waste.
What do you mean?
Copies. Crafted to duplicate you. All useless. All scrapped. They each have their own sad story.
course, this particular one that we're being shown is from, like, 12 years before Grace was born.
Oh my god, we need to do something. I called security, but nobody answered. They are
And therefore could not possibly be a copy meant to duplicate Grace.
Now! Are you kidding me? Get out of my way!
Hey, are you awake? What? Where did everybody go?
Yeah, Grace just happens to resemble these girls.
But it's past our bedtime. Weren't they just here?
I don't believe I interacted with either of those on my last 2 playthroughs.
Stay away. Stay away! Get back! Don't come any closer!
It's one thing for their healing factor to close their wounds. It's another entirely for it to just suck the blood back in.
Hey! What are you doing? What was that?
And now we sit here. Unsurprisingly, this is the part of the run that speedrunners seem to like least. Because you're not speedy here and you're not running, you are sitting and waiting for a good long while. Long enough for them to go to 3 different beds and pound on them. These kids' legs are really veiny. They need to get that checked out. So we can move around a little, but we are not allowed to get out from under the bed yet. And something I never actually saw on my own playthroughs, but if we look at that window, that's what makes that sound. And if you use free cam to go look behind that window while they're beating on it, you will discover that Capcom only had the arms modeled for that. Their bodies are nowhere to be seen. Should have worn a helmet. to quote one Mr. Leon S. Kennedy. So one of the children went in here. And yet we are about to run into two of them. Which implies that one was already in here. Anyway, now that we've seen them, we need to come back out here. And just poke our heads through this door. And then we can go right on back. And that's the trigger to get them to move. You just gotta poke your head back through the other door. Let's get that light turned on. Grab the key. Grab the key again, go to the hatch. Ignore the child. You open the hatch and then you just go on in. Oh! I was a bit slow, I guess. How much will I have to redo? Not much at all. I guess I just wasn't mashing fast enough last time.
Please just be a bad dream. What? Why did they?
Or fire truck. Apparently there's actually a mod that makes this part of the game just get skipped. Which I can see the appeal. It's weird how almost every modern Resident Evil game has a section like this where it just kills the pacing of the game. And it's the type of thing where once you've seen it once, you're good. The Sherry section in RE2 Remake. At least one of the Carlos sections in RE3 Remake. Arguably the Ashley section in RE4 Remake, though that one I would give more of a pass. Honestly, same goes for Carlos, really. Yeah, just Modern Resident Evil games love to have sections where you play as someone who isn't your primary protagonist. And that completely change the pacing of the game. Helps if we actually go through the door.
What's wrong with What is this place?
Chloe sees a file about herself and doesn't even comment on it. This new researcher's notebook, I want this to be Victor's, but we don't know for sure whose it is. Hey, look, there's Chloe's reflection.
Are those
Good old sphere babies.
babies?
Chloe?
Is that how I...
I've got her! Get over here, now! She's showing symptoms, too. We need to get rid of her.
They weren't able to recreate Spencer's key. But now we have the original. We have you. You can unlock Elpis at Ark. That's where we'll go.
So... what, I was made?
Nope.
Correct.
So it really was all my fault.
Nope.
What was?
That mom was murdered and... Oh God, when she turned into that thing.
Nope.
What's done is done. You need to focus on the future.
Was she even really my mother?
Nope.
It's time to embrace your destiny.
Kind of weird that the answer to every question that Grace asked in this sequence was no. Also, no, Leon is not your mom.
What the?
Mr. Kennedy, I had a feeling you'd make an appearance. Sorry, but I don't have time to spare.
Not even 7 minutes.
Have fun. I remember you.
But where's his hat? So, just for reference, if you get punched in the gut so hard, you get sent flying into a wall, and blood comes out your mouth, you have problems that need addressing.
I'm gonna do some digging.
If you are punched in the gut, and blood comes out of your mouth, seek immediate medical attention.
I don't have time to deal with this. Give me a goddamn break.
I may have broken my axe, but I saved some time.
Everything all right, Leon?
Yeah. I'm good.
So why'd you ask about the orphanage?
They're taking Grey Stark. The orphanage is the entrance.
What is Ark?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
Just making sure I didn't leave any goodies behind. Also, just for reference, killing the Mr. Raccoon here is a canon event. I'm not leaving until I see my tofu. Where is he? Tofu? Do we need to have the Star's Charm equipped for it? I have to go to a box to equip the Star's Charm. Whatever, I am leaving without seeing my tofu. We've already seen him in 2 other playthroughs and even shot him in one. Sir, would you kindly stop? Honestly, I probably should use this. Got more ammo for it than anything. So much ammo for a gun I don't have. Did I spy an interactable just now? I did. Good old Gunsho Kendo. N. P.
It hasn't changed.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us.
I'm so sorry. Never again.
Oh boy, more ammo for a gun I don't have. I haven't found any scrap in a while. Incidentally, speedrunners actually use this here shotgun when fighting a certain somebody who is up there right now.
Fuck me. I couldn't save them. But I could stop bastards like you.
Okay, that is not how speedrunners have the fight open. In fact, let's go ahead and just load that manual save real quick. I don't know what it is that they do to manipulate him, but well, the way they do it, he like goes to that car there and tries to fling it. And if you're in the right position, you can get it to land next to that car. And you can hang out on that side of it and blast him while he's wedged between them trying to get to you but can't reach you. And is basically a free fight. But I do not know the strat. Dude, you landed behind me. What gives? Should not have taken that shot. Buddy, can you let me out of this corner? Apparently he cannot let me out of this corner. There we go. We're free. Ow. I'm still doing pretty good on heals. My axe broke before it touched him.
Die, you son of a bitch.
Well, ouchies.
Not yet.
Not sure how that failed to damage me. And we are out of Requiem ammo. Ow. And apparently that is not parryable. Either that or I just failed at it. This better get the kill. I did not get the kill. My axe was not usable. And at this point, I've spent enough resources. I want to just redo the fight. I know I can do better than that. Oh, didn't realize you'd gotten there. Can you let me get away just real quick? Yeah, can't parry that. And unfortunately, can't parry that entire 3-hit combo. Can you not throw cars at me? We're trying this again. This has been a very, very bad intro to the fight. Ooh, that was close. Ow. Buddy, can you not throw cars at me? Really wish that wasn't a 3-hit combo. And my game has crashed. Well, that was unfortunate. And the thing is, like, that's the second time this game has crashed today. And both times it's been a, for lack of a better term, a quiet crash. Like, game just goes from being active to not open anymore. With no crash report thing or anything like that. Just goes from being played to it is gone now. Which is a shame because for the most part that attempt was going pretty okay. Might have been able to get away with just moving instead of parrying that. Though few can argue that the parry is safer. Not sure how that didn't damage me. I don't like ending up on that side of him. I want to end up on the other side. Ow. Ow. That was the first time this attempt he has damaged me with anything other than a car. It's kind of funny how his hand just comes off the ground when you shoot his heart there. So I pressed the parry button there, but it did not work. It's possible I was too late, or it's possible this is at least semi-scripted when he charges at you sometimes.
Not yet.
I missed. These cars move in interesting ways. I love getting the melee kill. It just feels so fitting.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
And that was a decently clean run. I've got 6 full heals still on me. Oh boy, more ammo for a gun I can't use. I said for a gun I can't use. It's for a gun I don't have. It's ammo I can't use.
Made it.
They really don't want us exploring the orphanage's front yard, but then again, nope. Leon's not allowed to walk through that puddle.
I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grace.
Understood.
I bet there's gonna be nothing in this room still. Yep. Whole lot of nothing. Surely we should be able to see some signs of Plant 43 already. And yet, we cannot. Yeah, I wasted a few bullets. But I've got bullets to waste. All this gunpowder would be nice if I had any scrap to turn it into things with. There is a mod for this game on Nexus Mods that replaces those spiders' noises with voice lines from Kendo in OGRE2. So they'll rear up and be like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" And it's quite amusing. Well, now we can see signs of Plant 43.
Seriously.
Excuse you? Apparently it takes more than 2 shotgun shells to get rid of those flowers now.
I guess this is my stop.
First scrap we've seen in ages. Shouldn't there be a zombie or two around here? Guess not.
BSAA left something behind. It just keeps going. Finally reached the bottom. This is one very deep hole.
The perfect place to hide something.
Hold up, can I? Nope, can't get back up. Just, I see that, and I'd like to shoot it down early, but too late. Too late to shoot it down early. So that only took one shotgun shot. Guess we must have been at the sweet spot distance with the teddy bear charm. Oh boy, ammo I don't have a weapon for. Oh boy, ammo I don't have a weapon for. Open up. Yep. Whenever you feel like opening. I don't got all day. Way more scrap. And yep, there is a trap vine here. Apparently those are parryable. I wonder if the parry would have killed it if I hadn't shot it. I guess we'll have an opportunity to find out right now because that thing comes at us like immediately. The answer is no, the parry would not have killed it without the shot. But now we've learned. You're new. And now you're gone. Still have more gunpowder than scrap, which makes that scrap I wasn't able to pick up earlier hurt even more. Tried to parry that. Turns out, while we can parry an RPG, we cannot parry bullets. I need to... Well, not need, but I want to go get the charm that makes the rifle do more damage without a scope. Thankfully, there's nothing preventing us from going to grab it. Welcome back, guard. And hey, we can repair our body armor while we're at it. I feel like maxing the reload speed on this thing right now might not be the worst plan, because I'm about to use it a whole lot, considering it's got way too much ammo and I need to get rid of some. Hold up. Ah. I do not mind buying shotgun and rifle ammo whenever it's available. Oh boy, ammo for a gun I don't have. Still feels weird that these plants roar or vocalize at all. So the container with the explosives is over there. It's not up there or anything, so we can't shoot it down early. As much as I would really like to. We can open these early.
Just so you know, I've killed every planet we had.
Well, that was quick and easy. Cleanest Plant 43 I've ever had. Oh, hey, look, ammo for a gun I don't have.
This must be it.
Looks like that took 12, maybe 13 rifle shots. Not bad. Let's Make sure I haven't missed any items or anything. Yep. Nothing missed, as far as I can see. So, to the Ark we go! So, if you use the, by now quite archaic term for video game levels and call everything a world, for example, in Mario Bros, you go to World 1-1, World 1-2, World 2-4, etc., etc., etc. If you use that archaic terminology and call every video game level a world, and
Sherry, I found some kind of massive facility.
acknowledge that we are now entering the Ark level of this game,
I'm seeing supplies with
and then say the German word for world, we are technically entering the Arkwelt.
Clearly wasn't meant to be found.
Or is it Arkwelt? Either way.
You're telling me.
Love me some scrap. Just gonna sit here and take a shower for a bit. Leon needs it. Get some UVs to kill any bugs on him. Bugs as in germs. And then get nice and dried off. It is amazing how much better the Ark looks with path tracing on than off. Oh boy, more ammo for a gun I don't have. Again, I do not mind buying all of the shotgun and rifle ammo they want to sell me. Ah, yes. This room. Which, the way I handled it the last time we came through here, actually wasn't much of a problem at all. Just took 2 tries. And the second try was met with great success. Just gonna have this at the ready.
was that? Okay. I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
It's because you're not. That should be all three of them. Yep. This room becomes so easy when you just run forward and toss a stacked grenade. Wait a sec. Does he pull the pin, then just hang out with the thing in his hand, and then, oops, better put that pin back in? I guess as long as the pin is pulled, that doesn't immediately start the timer. It's releasing the little latch that the pin is holding in place. So I guess as long as his thumb's there, it's still not a danger to him. It just, I don't know, it feels weird to just sit there with the pin pulled and be hanging on to it, but I guess that is how those work. I wish I could get a better idea of where this was going, because I know that it is possible to get 3 or even all 4 of these guys with this. Though perhaps the line can be a clue. So when it's gray, it's not hitting anything, right? So when it goes white again, then it's landing somewhere. Not at all where I wanted it to go. How about like that? That's better. Shame I wasted one. Oh, look who lived. Okay, we gotta find him before he finds us. We did not find him before he found us. I'm still not certain where he is. Ow, ow. There he is. Cool, I missed him. There. Let's go ahead and heal. Crack open a cold one for the boys.
Liquor.
And then give them all a present. So, that could have been cleaner. But I've also had much worse experiences in this room. Stop giving me handgun ammo, game. I do not have a handgun. And I do not wish to buy one. I am content with my shotgun, machine gun, and rifle. Okay, so there's actually something very important to do here. that I have to hope hasn't been patched out. So we upgrade this once, because apparently upgrading it once makes this more reliable. Somehow even more reliable than upgrading it twice, which is weird to me, but whatever. We don't question it. We just let it be. So we upgrade that once. And we should also fix our body armor. And then we save. And after saving, we load that save. Why? I don't know, that's just how it works. Now we come over here.
Here at ARC,
and we go up here.
Constantly monitored. Do not leave the designated areas without authorization.
And then we wait for that autosave right there. And then we load that autosave. Why? I don't know. That's just how it works. And that is the steps required to make it possible to get the instant finish on Hunk.
Not necessary. I'll neutralize the target myself. Leon Kennedy. We finally meet.
Okay, no instant finish for me, whatever. We'll fight him the old-fashioned way.
I heard you were a smartass.
Press the wrong button. Still weirds me out that we get sucked into those clashes without any input on my part.
Worry about me. How sweet.
I'm really not good at parrying that spin. Really not good at it. And I'm dead. Though, loading the autosave, I believe, does give us another theoretical chance at the quick kill.
Didn't realize I had such a big fan.
They might have patched it. There was a patch, like, yesterday. And I can see that as being the type of thing that they would want to patch out.
Not bad for someone at death's door.
Worry about me. How sweet.
Ow. I continue to be very bad at parrying the spin. Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to shoot while I'm approaching. You're only supposed to shoot if I stay too far.
Didn't realize I had such a big fan. How about an autograph?
I heard you were a smartass.
It would help if I didn't have two instances there where I wasn't able to do my heavy attack despite having done the input.
Not bad for someone at death's door.
Worry about me? How sweet.
I don't know if firing that shot helps at all. Dang, now I only have... Really, guy? There was hardly any distance between us, and he still pulled out his gun? And before the smoky times? I've never seen him pull out his gun before making the steam come out.
Didn't realize I had such a big fan. How about an autograph?
I heard you were a smartass. Not bad for someone at death's door.
Worry about me? How sweet. Sneaky bastard. Get a little handsy, are we?
Make no mistake. Nothing will stand in my way. I'll complete this mission.
Complaining about him getting a little handsy would make more sense if you did it right after he actually grabbed you. And that is a win. A fairly clean one at that.
Ran into trouble.
But apparently we're not done. Oh, there's still more. What happened to no need for reinforcements, huh? Where's the guy? There he is. He sent reinforcements anyway. So, that's Hunk. If you look at his hand, he's got T-Virus.
Grace should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
He's still there. Still there. But if we go in here and then turn right back around, will he be gone? Nope, still there.
Grace should be just up ahead.
Still there. I wonder, is that a bug they fixed, or is he just sticking around because we are so close to the load trigger or whatever? Because I killed him right next to the door this time, is he sticking around, or is that a bug they fixed, or what? It wouldn't surprise me if it was a bug they fixed, because, like, they probably don't want to have the implication that, oh, Hunk's still around. Oh, he's gone now. So if they did fix the bug, it didn't get fixed forever, and his buddies are still here, so... Yeah, he's the only corpse that is gone. And they didn't fix the lighting on these baby spheres.
This is where we are. The world is under threat. The technology to control another's will already exists, but it's not efficient at infecting others. I believe Spencer solved that with Elpis. The connection sealed Raccoon City to save it for themselves, and it's been waiting here ever since.
What does the creator desire?
If the wrong password is entered, the Ark will be destroyed and Elpis will be lost forever. So tell me, Grace, what's the password?
I don't know.
Of course you do. You're the...
Leon!
Don't embarrass yourself, Mr. Kennedy. You can't beat me.
Aren't we fancy?
Can't help but notice his suit fixed itself too.
Don't move! Oh, wait! You still need me, right?
Come on! Grab tight!
I got you.
Are you okay?
Me? I feel like $1 million.
Where does this take us?
Your guess is as good as mine. Time to get off. Come on.
What now? Leon. Leon! Leon, are you okay?
How long was that?
I don't know. A while. Those marks.
It's T-virus. Stage 3 infection.
If you're so sick, why would you come here?
This place. Raccoon City was where it all began for me. Where it all happened, I couldn't make a difference. So I am here now.
We can't stop Zeno.
He said something about you having a password. What was he talking about?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey, here.
I'm going back. I'm gonna destroy Elvis.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
If anything happens to me, you promise you'll end this.
I promise.
Come on.
The fact that he just so casually says it's T-virus, stage 3 infection. He just learned that a few hours ago, for one. And for two, like that sentence, that statement, it's T-virus, carries a lot of weight in this world where the Raccoon City incident happened more than 2 decades ago. Like, people know what the T-virus is. Also, we've got an autosave right here. And I personally do not wish to spend an ink ribbon making a manual save just the moment I get to a typewriter. And it's time for me to call this a stream, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back on Tuesday for more of this. And who knows, maybe we'll finish it, maybe we won't. I don't know. There's a chance that we won't, because Arc isn't super short, and it'll probably have a lot of nasty surprises waiting for me. So, yeah. Anyway, Tuesday. More Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe, maybe not finishing it. See you then, friends.